Hello YouTube, Anything's Possible Music here, how are we? Now, this is going to be a video on my second anniversary as a musician on Spotify. Now, it's been 2 years, can you believe it? I've been on Spotify for 2 years now, and this video is going to be just a case of, is it actually worth it? Do you know what? I've been doing it for 2 years, just over. I'm pretty tired, pretty exhausted, not getting many streams. So I'm just going to quickly show you the last year. I'm going to compare it against what my video from last year was about and where I wanted to go in the future. So I really want this video to be about you lot. So what I want you to do is I want you to let me know where you are on your musical journey. I'm going to just show you my musical journey of the last year. I hopefully am going to show you what I've done, what's worked, what hasn't, and is it really worth continuing? You know, like I say, it's been 2 years now. Still don't think I'm getting very far with it. Now, do you have something similar? So obviously, please like this video, please subscribe, please drop your comments, because that's what I want this video to be about. I want it to be about your comments. So hopefully enjoy this rest of the video, and let's move forward. So thank you very much for watching. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to actually start off with YouTube. So if you've watched any of my videos before, firstly, thank you very much, because it means a lot to me that you're actually spending a bit of time watching these. But let's go and have a look at videos number 11 and 18. Basically, they were videos to sort of recap my first year. Now, the first year, obviously, I was very similar to a lot of people, you know, very new to this whole sort of music industry thing. So basically, this year I've been doing quite a few videos to sort of help people along the way. So I've learned a lot about things like tone deaf, for example, which is really useful. Creating your artwork via different systems and software, and I've actually learned a lot more in the second year than I did in the first year. The first year was just a write-off, really. I was sort of getting taken for a bit of an idiot in terms of these playlist promotion services, which I think managed to prove were fake, so I don't touch them. But let's go and check out my Anything's Possible Spotify page. So basically, I'm still hovering around the 500 monthly listeners now. That is generally real listeners now. I'm not using any of the spam software sort of companies that sort of give you all these fake streams. So the one thing that I've done really this year in terms of actually Spotify is I released my new album, Ambient Darkness. So what you can see also I've done this year is I've gone into playlist curating, creating playlists. I've learned more about how you get on things like Discovered On. So this year I managed to get onto a Spotify editorial playlist for the first time. So I'm like really, really happy about that, you know, because I was over the moon that I was not getting anywhere, not getting on any playlists. But I've learned a lot about sort of creating my own playlist, which is a big factor this year. I'll show you later on in this video how it's benefiting me. But you can check out my Spotify link on the below. But you can see that my new album is getting me most of my streams now. So I discovered sort of ambient music, and okay, the streaming numbers are pretty poor still. I'm not going to boast that I'm getting on huge things, but so Atmosphere got onto the editorial playlist and that got me a lot of streams. So I'm going to actually go and prove that now. So let's go and have a look at my Spotify for artists. Now, I am quite a statistical sort of person, so I like stats. So you can see someone's listening to me at the moment. So over the last 7 days, I've been listened to, not much. I mean, like I say, it's only 500 monthly listeners, but that's still, I believe that's actually in the top 20% of actually all artists on Spotify. So that is actually still pretty good, you know. A lot of people watching this video probably aren't anywhere close to that. So you can see that I'm still on the editorial playlist. That's getting me the bulk of my streaming numbers. But let's go and have a look at the audience, which you probably are aware of if you use Spotify for Artists. And you can see 28 days, a lot of my music is being listened to. If I look at playlists, you can see I'm getting on the radio now, which I wasn't getting previously. But you can see where I'm creating my own playlist now, and I'm actually getting on Spotify playlists and getting streams via playlist now, which I wasn't getting previously because I had to go and use like all these Spotify services. So you can have a look at the last 28 days. So it's not brilliant. It's drop a comment. How are you doing? How are you doing compared to me? I'm hovering around the 20 to 30 stream marks every day, which I think's okay. It's not brilliant when you consider how much work and effort I'm actually having to put into it. It's not a day go by when I actually have to do something on this, so it's not really worth it. But let's go and have a look at the followers numbers. So this is where it's really working now for me. Let's say a month ago, I only had something 400, but yeah, that's 151 new followers in a month. You know, this is the proof that whatever I'm doing is working. So let's go and have a look at it. So if you scroll back to when I was getting no followers whatsoever, to where I am now, you can see via this graph, it's absolutely booming at the moment. So my methods of getting my own playlist created is working now. So you can see I'm absolutely exploding in terms of following numbers. So what I'm hoping is over the next couple of years, if I do persist with it, all these new followers I'm currently gaining, it will really work for me. So I can tell that I'm getting more male followers. I don't really follow this bit too much, but you can just see it's all starting to work for me now. Just the last couple of months has really sort of worked. So a lot of my Ambient Darkness album is getting me the streaming numbers at the moment. You can see previously, the numbers aren't brilliant, but you can see where the spikes there, where I was using playlist curators. But I'm going to show you my playlist curating. So this has been a massive factor for me in the last couple of months at least. So I decided that, do you know what, rather than beg to get on playlists, I'm going to create my own ones now. So I've created about 40 to 50 at least now, hopefully going to create some more. And what I'm now trying to do in the third year is to really grow these, you know, because I can put my own music on there and I can accept other people's music as well and grow them out, you know. So hopefully I can just put my music on there and get daily playlist followers. So you can see some of my playlists are very small at the moment, but some of them are over 200-300, which, given they're only a couple of months old, I think is extremely good. So it's really, really benefiting me at the moment, you know. So obviously, if you want to check out my playlists and if you want to get on my playlist, then I highly recommend you check out my link tree, which I'll put in the description. So what next, you know? So I've got some more singles coming out. So Confidence is my latest single. So I'm looking forward to seeing how my new follower numbers work in terms of, do they actually listen to this? Is it pointless? I've also got a new album coming out, which will be Ambient Darkness 2. That'll be out in 2023. But hopefully I can just stick that on all my playlists and get streamed straight away. So that's the big push next year for me on the third year, and I'll do a video to see if it actually worked. But I am tired with it. It's very time consuming. You can't deny, if you want to get your streaming numbers heard, you got to put the time and effort in. So what else am I hopefully going to do next year? Let's just have a look at some of the ideas. So playlist curating is the big one for me. I will literally try and grow my playlist numbers out as much as I possibly can via accepting new music from people, helping me to promote them. I've got my new music coming out, so hopefully I've got my single, my album, and just a few other bits and bobs really. So I really can just say thank you very much for watching this video. obviously drop your comments, because that's what I want to hear. I want to hear how you're doing. And the whole point of this is to how you're doing, not just me ramble on about myself. So thank you very much for watching, and all the best.